okay, temperature's dropped, but past couple of days it's been 30 plus, and wow, way man. Yep, still sweating buckets. Lots of updates as well. Oh, actually, I spent what, 4 days just doing updates, and there were so many updates between them both, it blew my mind. Oh, that is ice cold water. Oh, I mean ice cold. Blimey hell, man. Yeah, my thumb's sliding. Yeah, you can see it there. My thumb's just, it's not like sticking, it's sliding. That just shows you how hot it is. Now, I'm sure it's hot where you are too. Anyway, updates for you. Yeah, looks like if it's the same tomorrow, I don't know if it's going to be the same tomorrow, but if it is, I mean, where is it? Yeah, I'm just riddled with sweat. It's so damned hot. But we got 18 people here. But hey, I just seen some love hearts. So, one of the updates is I have put into, come on, that it's that hot, my blooming glasses are sticking to my face. Wow, way man. Hello to everybody. Oh. So things which have been implemented is monies for charities when certain targets are met. Yeah, the mic is knackered. It's either the mic's knackered or the line 6 has to go into one of the shops, and Thomas, that is being looked at, and one thing is adamant. There's been a lot of things that have been flying, a lot of things, flying left, right, and center. And I've been working on those things to make sure. There is FCA is mentioned. Oh, we got Blood TED Talks. Do you know one thing, right? I was watching your video the other day, Blood TED, and you were at an Oasis concert. Now, where you were at the Oasis concert wasn't the best place, but I still watched your video. Thomas is saying it's really important to get the GDPR emails sorted out. Yes, you are correct. There's a lot of rules and regulations related to both of the apps. A lot. And I dropped some screenshots to some pretty important people so that they know as well. And also transparency. Oh man. Right. Was it streaming from somebody on TikTok. I went to see them years ago though. Great shows. Yeah, I'm sure there would be. I have targets, Benny. Targets that must be hit. And there's also mission statement is also added to both, as well as looking at the mechanism to do the Magpie show. Right. So, last week was having both windows open and checking stuff, make sure it works. And the main parts of what I was doing was jumping through hoops and saying to those people at both of them that I wasn't happy. So they repaired. I have 3 ETH on my account. How do I transfer them to your wallet? And that's from Blunt TED Late Night Edition. Well, here's the thing, okay? I said this some time ago, so I'll repeat myself. On Seeking You or Geordie Nation, any amount which is at the bottom of your screen is there for display purposes. Now, if you have attached your own cryptocurrency wallet, then that will show up as well, or it should. And if it doesn't, then I'll be having a word with those people and getting that sorted out. Now, moving forward, There is the job centre in Newcastle, which I believe is opposite St. Nicholas's Cathedral. I believe it's there. It used to be at Swan House roundabout, but job centres move because of closures, etc. But one thing I can't do anymore is the little videos. Yes, bank statements have been submitted. Yes. I said all along to those at Universal Credit, you want to say anything? There it is. And yes, everything. So I don't have 3 ETH. No, you don't. It's just there as a demonstration purpose only. What you're going to look at is this, right? A platform where the current currency on said platform is GBP until I say to those behind the scenes, we're switching over to Geordie Nuts and SYC. So that hasn't happened yet because I need to put an amount of money into a wallet and then transfer that to WX network. Then it's basically a bribe to the community saying, I want your yes vote and I'm going to gift you this. It's not the Pete. It's not. No. It costs every time you go to create a new coin. And there are more than enough coins on WX to be converted. And let's be honest, some of those coins that's on there already will be completely destroyed. Oh, yes, Benny. Sunderland Nation, the owner of Sunderland Nation is in chat. He's called Thomas. So there you go. But guess what? Guess what? The inspiration, where did the inspiration come from? And doesn't matter what anybody else says in the United Kingdom, the inspiration, will there be a Scouse nation or a Jock nation? Who knows? Who knows? But the way I planned for Geordie Nation, it's kind of went Pete Tong to a degree, but it's still there. Nope, I can't say that. So, but yes, there's lots of things about to happen. Some of those things you will find out when they have happened. and some of those bits and pieces will happen in September, like the college to learn how to program. Right. Okay. As I don't even know what that all that means, you'll have a timeout by 24 hours. Because, yeah. How can you afford college? Hmm. I have a mystery benefactor. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Hmm. So, the way things are going currently is everything is on track, and there just needs to be the payment to Superbase, clear everything, and then to join Superbase. The Pete, what was he saying? Being realistic, why haven't you just paid Thomas to sort your site out instead of buying credits on AI? I haven't. I haven't bought credits. No. I'm still on the same package. So, no. And I made a request, the Pete. I made a request. This was in March and April. And there was Bok Bok was one. Dan was a second person. And there was at least 5 different names who were given access. And then Benny Harvey turned around and said, Sunderland Nation. And he put the link. So the site was up, but it had a problem with the code being utterly and totally about as much use as a chocolate fire god. So I pulled it. And the second I pulled it, whoosh, within a blink of an eye, Sunderland Nation popped straight up. So I decided to choose a different route. Now, the amount of work that those poor, poor people at the companies where the apps are, well, they've had like 9 hours straight of day in, day out, checking, double checking, and well, yeah, lots of stuff's happened. I've sat at the computer absolutely wringing wet because it's been so warm and hot, being 30 plus degrees outside. I've still done the work. I just haven't shown anybody anything apart from screenshots. So the hardest part is going to be the third. That's going to be really hard. But there is one beautiful thing. absolutely beautiful thing. The laptop has a Ryzen 5 and it's changed. The Ryzen 5 has now changed. And I now have 8 cores. You and Benny is saying you haven't done anything for months. Disagree, Benny. There's lots of things. Yeah, you're right, Bok Bok. You're right. Yeah. I know they're watching. Gordon Bennett, I know they're watching. But to be as transparent as possible, you know one thing, right? I want to be straight with you all at the end of the day, right? Being live 25 minutes and 12 seconds. There's 21 people here. And only 2? Oh, wait, you've got to be kidding me. Now, there's a couple of things, right? All of these things with transparency. All of the hoops have been jumped through. Oh, now. Bok. That's a big, massive thing. Massive. Two, actually, there's not. There's 3 of them. And there's 22 people in chat. Now, one thing I want to say to you is this. And people were saying to me in the comments on the games, I'm currently trying to hunt down United Kingdom companies that specialize in games. Bok is saying, no, they haven't, Paul. You still need to make email addresses work. I'll make sure come the end of the month, every little bit works. Every little bit. So, more water. Right. Well, I'll fill it once it's empty. Fill it. So, yeah. People give deadlines all the time, Bok. They do. Yes. Some deadlines get hit, some don't. See, I asked a question the other day, and I was using the places where the apps are, and we'd done 7 hours. My backside was numb, and I turned round and I says, have I missed anything? Because I wanted to know. And it went through a process of testing, checking. And I was like, right, fair enough. I'll update that, update this, update that. And the main thing, which is an absolute pain, and it really is a pain, I've got to wait. But the AI, the AI assume you made the email address and it doesn't see everything. Well, I'm going to keep my powder dry. Bok bok. And just before the last day, between the 28th and the 29th, I'm going to do a final emergency check. Okay? And then I'm going to press the send button on both. Once that happens, they go through Supabase onto where they're meant to be, and then the .org and the .co.uk will be live. Now, I did see that, David, the other day. No, I've been busy, Pond. I have been mega busy. I've actually been more busy than normal. Because during that heat, feel like I've had a 6-inch bolt attached through the seat. Well, you know, Benny, like I said to you some time ago now, be careful where you skate. Be careful, man. Davidson, thought you'd be at Wimbledon today. Why? Why would I be at Wimbledon, a place that's very expensive? Why would I be there? He has one thing I'm gonna tell you, okay? Years and years ago, when I was at comprehensive school, you had tennis courts. I couldn't hit that little ball over the top. Couldn't do it. No, David. Whoever's turned round and said I am a tennis expert is pulling your chin, because the thing is, because I can't hit the ball over the top of the net, I'm not interested. Never have been. Now, if it was golf, you'd have a fair point. I love me golf. Only one problem. I have 2 bags. 2 golf bags. 1 trolley, 2 golf bags. But I can't play golf. Reason why I can't play golf is that right there and that right there. Now, when Circle Nottingham actually get me in, drill a little hole there, stick the vacuum cleaner in, because that's what they do. They stick a vacuum cleaner in. They go, so they clean the area, stitch it up, and then they do that one. Then one of my bags and the trolley, there's 4 golf courses very, very close. So I'm spoiled for choice. What have I been saying for years, Benny? What have I been saying for years? I have a Henry Hoover, if you want to borrow that instead. Do you know, David? Do you? Okay. That right one? No, it's that one. No, it's that one. Right. It's funny you should say that, you know, David. Very funny you should say that. Because what do you think that is there? Is it that side? Or is it the other side? See? Henry! So yeah, I've got one too. I also have that very small Dyson. So yeah. Henry will sign up to Seeking You. Maybe if you plug it in, it might. Yeah. And then stick a, what do you call it? What is V3, Jeremy? Is that how Paul... What? V3 is not available in the United Kingdom. So, there we go. Can we expect tennis videos on the channel? Mind you saying that, if you want to watch half-an-hour video of me trying to get the little green ball over the top of a net, I suppose I could do half an hour of just smack, 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 hoping. But the chances of me getting that little green ball over the top of that net and staying in. Wow, massive. You need to pay a Google Pro AI account. No, it's not available in the United Kingdom yet. Well, like I said, David, at the time, yeah, if you want me to go into Europe, I did tell everybody, please go back and check the videos. Because I did say, if you want me to go into Europe where Newcastle United are playing, I needed 3,000 subscribers. I did tell you. I know young Adam is going out to Korea. He's also going to Singapore. And you know, I was watching young Adam the other day. Super kid, absolutely super kid. And he turned around and he was on about the deal for Anthony Elanga. And he came across something, and every single YouTube channel has the same problem. They all do. And it's this. There's 32 people here, and there's only 5 of those likes. Now, I come across this problem, and I've came across this problem since the takeover of Newcastle United by the Public Investment Fund and Mandy, Mirdad, and Jamie. You all come in to chat, but the balance between those who come through the door and them is way down. Plus, as Adam was saying the other day, and many other people have said the same thing. Rubenstein has said it. Paul Ditchburn has said it. And many others have said the same thing. What you got to remember is this. Imagine YouTube charged you to watch. They don't, but imagine if they did. Imagine if there's like, I know Jeremy is in the chat, yeah, and Jeremy has a package. Now, a couple of things. This is my own personal, yeah, and it's this. I watch all of Newcastle United's videos, even the adverts. Now, there's a lot of you who don't. And you do what you're doing when you're not watching at the advert, yeah, or the adverts are linked to you. So those people who are watching, like you're here now, as you are watching, yeah, an advert will pop up for other people who are watching later when I share. But as Adam was saying the same thing, Paul Ditchburn was saying the same thing, even Matty Renton. And here's the crux. Do you know what a crux is? Here's the main point. When you get to, and I keep saying this to loads and loads of different people on YouTube, getting to that payday, yeah, it's hard. I will not say it's dead easy. You can do it overnight, because it is like somebody transporting you to the Himalayas and then saying, "You see that big thing up there?" And you go, "Yeah, I'll meet you at the top." Now, you got to climb to the top. The person you've just been speaking to, well, they're going to fly to the top. Helicopter. And the disservice that many people do is they'll come in, like there's 30 people here now. It tells me at the top of the screen, 30 people, 27. Wow, 3 people just walked out the door. Way, we're gone. Yeah, but people come in, and I see this on other channels as well. You know, Baz from Through Black and White Eyes, pardon me, PD Proudlock, and others, where everybody comes in and they forget as they come in to do that. You're doing a disservice. And, you know, what was that one? Is the difference that Aaron Pearson is... No. Lardo, what I'm saying is that when you get over a certain figure, you're classed as a business, because YouTube, which is owned by Google, now everybody in the world heard of Google, but the point is this: they class you as a business. You get a business ID. You get things like, if you look at the top of the screen, yeah, or it'll be somewhere on your screen, it'll say there are 28 people here in chat. There are 7 of them, and there is 0 super chats. You all know this. Everybody knows this to be fact. And I've been into some of these fellow Newcastle United content creators where people have done super chats 10, sometimes 20, and you always get a thank you, like Raw Dog did in May, $5.99 straight away. Thank you. And my point is this, as we move forward, you're going to see stuff that didn't exist. It does now. And you're going to see more stuff which basically it began on the guitar. Because I'm looking to find the right thing to do what I want. Favorite beer? Stella Artois, I think. Foster's. Yeah. Equal temper. Not true. Not true. Because I cover Newcastle as well. I was born and bred in Newcastle. And that's as much as I'm going to say. YouTube is not owned by Google. Are you totally stupid? Matter of fact, get out. Out you go. I'm not even going to listen. And I mean, how stupid. It was bought years and years ago. Oh, right. So, the end of this month is going to be fast and furious with lots of things happening. Now, the hope is and it's like I've said a few times, it's like jumping in the sea and saying to a great white shark, "Can I have one of your teeth? I'm just going to pull it out. Please don't bite." That's what it's like. Because even though, you've seen things, those things which I'm showing you, they're becoming. It just takes time. It takes money. Pound sterling or GBP. And it's not a bottomless pit. However, if I can get part 2 done, part 2 is I put a big chunk onto WX. There's a good chance within a very short period of time I can turn around and say, right, done that, that's now live, that's now live, and that's now live. And then I say to those at Upper Parliament Street, thank you very much, and sign off. And then when I sign off, there's no more. It's me and what I'm doing all the way through until retirement. So yeah, lots of stuff to come. Now, thank you all very much for being here. Appreciate it. And there are targets: 10,000, 100,000, 200,000 and a big one. The big one, that's 1 million. They're my targets, and those targets must be hit. Because on the big target, which is 1 million, that's where a lot of different things are going to get much needed help. So I thank everybody for coming in, and we've got the 14th tomorrow. Yeah, 14th. So we got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks to find 3,000 subscribers. That's the target I want in 2 weeks' time. So, you know what the targets are? Let's go about getting those targets. Oh, and as both of these are going to have a section where content creators can go live, the moderators receive a cut of every live stream. Just thought I'd let you know that. So that way, all of the content creators who are going to go live on both, they're going to earn money. And that's forever. I think that's a good way of doing things, don't you? So, yeah. Lots to happen. Many things to happen. And the list of stuff to happen is bigger than an A4 writing pad. And I'm just going tick, tick, tick through them as we progress. And then each day when I'm doing the work with the apps, what I'm also doing is what the change on one is mirrored on the other. Now, again, thank you all for coming in. Normal service will resume. And I've just clicked over 2,300 videos. So to get to 3,000, that's another 700 lives. And tell your friends, tell your family. This is going to be one hell of a journey. Thanks for being here. And let's see where we can go. See you all tomorrow morning.